everybody? Welcome to another episode of Driving with Randy. I don't know what episode this is. Do I ever know what episode it is? No, I really don't. I tell you guys I know, but I really don't. We have a lot to do today. So, I'm on vacation this week. So, well, before we get into that, why don't damn it, I forgot my watch. Whatever. Alright, let's just go. I don't need my watch. I'm on vacation. Time doesn't matter. Except like 6 o'clock. But that's like forever from now. There's no way I don't just randomly look at a clock by like 6 o'clock. So, before we get into what I'm doing and speaking about, why don't we start things off with a proper introduction? My name is Road Rage Randy. This is Driving with Randy. It's a podcast that is terrible. I recognize it's terrible, but people still listen. I mean, we're getting lots of listens. It's terrible. I have a terrible mic. I'll be honest with you, the episode before this, the audio quality was just terrible. Like, I know it's normally bad. It was extraordinary bad. I don't know what happened. I just got home. I was putting it together because I got to put the intro in, and it was terrible. But I uploaded it anyways. You know why? Because that is what this podcast is all about. It's about just me doing me. I don't care. Okay, I do care what you guys think, but the whole idea is it's a terrible podcast, and I'm down for that. I'm not looking for some nice-ass equipment that's like $400 because, let's be real, I don't have anything that important to say. Just starting it up. That was the podcast idea. I was gonna make a podcast, and the only way to actually make a podcast is if you go through with it. So I went through with it despite, looking up videos, and they're like, audio quality is the most important. Content is also very important. Listen, I do what I want. I don't need your stupid tutorials. Anywho, what are we doing right now? Right now, we're headed to the bank. I tried going yesterday, but apparently banks are closed on Sundays, or this bank's closed on Sundays. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're welcome. Man, we got 900 children here looking to cross. Thanks. Oh, thank the Lord. That kid right, they're doing like track or something. They're training. And that kid just let us go. You know why? Because that kid needs a break. It's not because he wanted to be nice. He was huffing and puffing. He's like, I need to stop. But I appreciate the gesture nonetheless. Anyways, the bank was closed. I had to pick a friend up and transfer him to a different house. And I'm just like, well, you live right by the store, so we're going to the store. He's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm like, okay, all right. So I pick him up, bring him to the store. I'm like, I gotta go to the bank. You know what? Speaking of which, I didn't write down my bank PIN, like my bank account number, and I don't really know that, so I'm not sure I'll be able to do this. We're gonna make it work, all right? We're gonna make this work. There's a police behind us. Hey man, check out my podcast, Driving with Randy. I know the new law's in effect where we have to be hands-free. I'm hands-free, dude. Haven't touched a thing. Just sitting here talking on my mic. But yeah, we're going to the bank. And then we got some paperwork to do for the good old state fair. You guys, if you've checked out my episode where I talk about my carny life, we're going to have another one of that. And I'm going to be able to pump out podcasts because I have to drive there. So I'll be able to do podcasts, maybe get some updates, and maybe what I'll do is I'll do like this might be a good idea. Maybe what I'll do during the what the hell is that? Just a giant thing of cardboard laying in the middle of the road. What I'm thinking maybe what we can do is I can do like a daily update, but combine it into one podcast, and then I'll have a podcast of all the stories that happen, because let's be real, when you're working with customers, especially at the state fair, people are drunk, people are hot, people are just strange, okay? Yeah, we're gonna park right here. We're gonna go for a little walk right next to the slug bug. If someone was here, I'd give him a whack. So I have to go into the bank. I will be back momentarily. Maybe I'll make some more of that sexy intro music, or that the sexy intermission music that I know you guys love so very much. Be right back.
It's another Driving with Randy intermission.
And we're back. Hello. So that was eventful. So they don't have the papers available to the public anymore. They keep them behind their counter. Like, what? So they fill out the sheet for us. So I just had to show some ID. I didn't even have to worry about my account number because he got me it. Now it's off to do some good old paperwork at the good old state fair. We did stop and get a cotton candy bang. If you've never had a cotton candy bang, you're missing out. I will say the problem is there's so much freaking caffeine in it. Like, I'm actually gonna be like jittering and twitching afterwards. Probably not a good idea. But we're on vacation, so we're living a little large. I don't really crash either. It's just I don't crash from energy drinks. I just, get twitchy. So let's pop this bad boy open. Oh, there's a Burger King. Remember I was going to say we were going to do the taco drive-thru, try out the tacos. Maybe we'll go get one. Maybe we'll make this a really long podcast. I don't think I can talk to myself for like an hour, though. I mean, I probably could. But nothing really too interesting has happened to the point where I'd be able to discuss, tell stories. You know what? Something I've been doing, I've been advertising a lot more than I normally do. Posting on Reddit. I've been, just telling people about, hey, you should check out my podcast. One guy was like, does anybody have a podcast where someone just tells stories about their life? I'm like, boom, comment, Driving with Randy. That's me. That is me. I drive, I tell stories, I ramble about stupid stuff. I'm not afraid to call the person in front of me a douchebag for going so slow. Let's go! This is an entry ramp. We gotta be going 65 eventually. Let's go! The State Fair office opens at 10 o'clock, so we're going to be there right on time. Maybe I should tell them about my podcast, about how I talked about my carny life at the Minnesota State Fair. I don't remember what I said, though, if I say something bad. Well, let's go over some other stuff that's happened in my life. So, Prime Week, Amazon Prime, people buying things left and right. It pretty much created some jobs at my job. So I worked like 3 12-hour days. The last day was a 12-and-a-half-hour day. Lord help me. That was rough. It was like 115 degrees out. I drank, you guys know how I'm a big advocate for the 1 gallon of water a day, right? Yo, I drank 2.5 gallons of water and a small water bottle, and I only went to the bathroom twice. Like, that's how much I was sweating. Just, it was leaving my body. I was dripping. While we were out doing some deliveries, God bless this lady. We were at a church, and she's like, why don't you guys come inside for a little bit and cool down in our library? So, you know what we did? How are we going to turn down this lady? Like, she works at this church. She's God's gift to us all. How are we going to turn her down? So we went into that. We filled up our water at the water filling station, and then I don't even know I drive this road all the time, but I don't even know the speed limit. I think it's 65. 65. All right. When we got the Culligan waterman right next to us, we should lift up our our Gallon here. Maybe he's on that Gallon life too. But yeah, this lady invites us into the library, turns the AC on. She points it right at us like it's shooting out. Holy goodness, that felt amazing. Absolutely incredible. I'm sorry, Honda man, I didn't mean to hold you up in the left lane, but you're on your phone anyways. Fuck you. I felt bad for being in your way, but now I don't because you're texting and driving. Quit that. You're only allowed to podcast and drive. You heard it here first on Driving with Randy. Podcast and drive. And this lady's smoking. Oh, I have a story about that too while I was out delivering. So I was out delivering, and my driver would be like, yo, I'll drop you off here, and I'm going to move up there and hit this house, and then just meet me back. Yeah, no problem. So I start walking, and I pass this car, and there's this guy in this car. He's smoking, like smoke's coming out. He goes, what's up, dude? Dude, it smelled like straight marijuana, straight weed coming from that area. He's like, what's up, man? I'm like, how's it going? I just kept walking, not making eye contact with him. That man was just chilling, living the dream. It was like 1 o'clock on a Friday. He's sitting there chilling, smoking some weed in his car, not harming anybody. What a guy. I got yelled at by an old person. I'm going to tell you guys about that. My God, you have to go deliver to these old people home. They just reek. Like, it smells like rotting bodies. They're all on their way out. You know, it might as well just kill them all. They're on their way out. It reeks so bad in there. Have you guys ever smelt an old person? They smell like rotting bodies. It's disgusting. An old folks' home is just filled with them. It's disgusting. Like, I don't understand. Like, the nurses who take care of them, bless them, dude. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't do it. That's a good job I know a girl that absolutely loves her job is taking care of the old people. I couldn't do it. It smells so bad. And this one lady got all pissy at me because she had a notice saying that she missed a delivery. It wasn't us. It wasn't us, but she thinks it was me because it comes from the same company. I'm just like, it wasn't me. I delivered here yesterday. I would have just left it at your door. Why would I not leave it at your door? And so pretty much her package got dropped off at a drop-off location. And these people can't drive, so like her package is just missing forever now. I mean, she's like, how am I supposed to get it? I'm like, I don't know. That's for you to figure out, I guess. I mean, I'm not the one that did that. We were hiding TVs in bushes because TVs, you're supposed to, like, if they don't answer, put it back in your truck. But other people work, you know. I mean, we're delivering from 9 to 5, and what are we supposed to do? They want us to stop back at like 6 or something? No. So we were just leaving them left and right. We put one in the bushes behind the house. Oh my God, this was hilarious. So we put the day before. This was like a Thursday. We put their TV in the bushes behind the house and leave them a note, like deep into the bushes in the back. No one's finding that except them, because we left a little note saying that it was behind back, right? And then the next day we have a package to the same house, and it wasn't one that we just leave it anyways, but you just test the front door, see if it's open, and then shove it in their porch. It wasn't open the day we had the TV, but this little tiny, like, I don't know, it was probably like a $10 package, right? That they had the door open, and he's like, fuck these guys. Actually, they're dickholes. Who does that? They learned their lesson. I'm like, they learned that next time you got a TV for them, they're gonna leave the front porch open. But yeah, anybody with a TV was, in my driver's eyes, a dickhole. I mean, I get it. Who needs those TVs? Okay, so I did look up the TVs. So they're normally $350, or it was $80 off. So that don't sound right. They paid $250, so they were originally what? 5, 6, 7, $330, and they got them for $250. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. It was like the Amazon Fire TV or something. I don't know what that means, but you know what? I'm not even like this. I totally feel this bang already. It's so bad. Like, so alcohol affects me like none other. I have 2 drinks and I can't even drive. Like, I'm super lightweight. And when it comes to caffeine, it's the exact same thing. Just instantly we better move over. Instantly just getting absolutely screwed. So, for those of you that don't know, the state fair is actually on my way to work, my normal job. So, like, we're driving by what would normally be my normal route, and they have trains going right now. I love it. I'm at peace when these trains are moving. But it's actually moving too. We got a intermodal going through. They got an old DPU in there actually. The BNSF, the red BNSF trains are very old. Some of them just say Santa Fe on them, but yep, got that intermodal with 3 engines rolling through. So it went through somewhere with lots of hills, because 3 is quite a bunch. Oh, the sound of the steel rolling on the steel tracks. So actually, I know, dude, this is really cool to me. So I guess steel is supposed to be very efficient. So the wheels, so once you get a cart moving, steel wheels on steel tracks, once you get a cart moving, you could legit just push it. Like, that's how easily it rolls. It's just the initial go that is hard. That's why trains are so effective. Fun fact for you guys. We're all over the place today. We're talking about Bang. We're talking about State Fair. We're talking about my life as a delivery man for 3 days. We're talking about trains. That's why Driving with Randy is the greatest podcast on here. We got a 6th review, actually. So we're 5 stars with 6 reviews. We're just going to stop midway through the podcast here and tell you guys, hey, drop a review. So what you have to do is you have to go to iTunes. You have to go to search. Even if you're subscribed, you got to go to search. Type in Driving with Randy. Find me. Find my podcast. Click it. And then, boom, right there, it'll say reviews. Hit reviews. Click 5 stars. Click 4 stars. Click 3 stars. Click 1 star if you don't like it. Click one of the star numbers. I love reviews. I'd love to get that number up to 7. I want 10 reviews is what I want. 10 reviews would be amazing. No one's leaving words, though. I mean, I left words on my own podcast. I mean, why wouldn't I? I got lots to say about my own podcast, but no one else has left words. If you leave words, hell yeah. The homeless man, dude, I don't even think this guy's homeless. He just chills out here looking for money every day. He's got new clothes every single day. Like, I genuinely feel like if he was homeless, he wouldn't have 20 pairs of clothes that he wears. He needs a job, bro. I should pick him up and come to the state fair. You know what? So I was going out to eat to this place with a friend. We went to some like steak. It's new, so it wasn't even open when we went. Some steakhouse, and they had Philly cheesesteak. That's not a steakhouse. Yeah, Philly cheesesteak and pizza. Right. So we roll through. We get our Philly cheesesteak. Oh, amazing, 100%, absolutely phenomenal. But I knew there's the corner that we get off on. There's always homeless people. So I whipped out $1. I'm like, I'm gonna give him. And my friend whacked me. He's like, don't do that. This guy's just a crackhead. He's out. He's just gonna use it on crack. I'm like, okay. Well then, I whip open my change thing. I'm like, I'll give him a penny. He's like, no, that's an asshole move. What do you want? I'm trying to be nice, dude. I don't know. I'm just trying to be a nice person. I would have been content with giving him $1. Like, that's not enough for crack. I mean, I get it. The dollars add up, but it's not enough for crack. Oh, there's a beautiful car behind me. I actually kind of want a picture of that car. It's beautiful. The Culligan Waterman right next to me. Is that? If that's what I think it is, I need a picture of it because I feel like I'm gonna race it, dude. I'm gonna let it get up behind me and we're racing. Race you to the state fair, dude. All right, we're on the highway. So what other eventful things happened? So a lady yelled at me. I delivered to the wrong house. So yeah, some lady came running out. She's like, "Hey, just got a notification that you guys delivered a package, but it's not there." And then my driver's like, "Oh, I told him the wrong house. My bad." Yeah, he told me the wrong house. I even asked him. Wrong house. Ooh, no, I'm not a fan of that car. The front looked nice, the back, not so much. Yeah, so I delivered. She came out, and she's like, "Oh, you guys don't have to go get it. I'll just walk over there. And I'll give you the thumbs up." I'm like, "Heck yeah, bro." So that's what we did. We just waited at the car. She walked over there. She gave us the thumbs up, and we went about our day. I didn't get attacked by any dog. The only encounter I really had with an animal, there was some bitch, but not like a dog bitch, like a woman bitch. Like, she was just, dude, I'm delivering to an apartment complex, and we walk into the office. I just thought that's where I leave them, right? So I lay it down, and she's like, "Well, we're not just going to leave this in the walkway." I'm like, "Okay, lady, it's my second day on the job. I've never delivered to you. Fuck you. Fuck you." Anyways, yeah, I picked it up and put it in a little room where she wanted it, but I mean, I just thought I was supposed to. He told me to leave it in the office. I just do what my driver said, you know what I mean? But that was another place I just kind of waited in for AC. And I stole some of the candy they had in their little basket. You know what? You gonna be rude to me? Heck yeah, I'm taking your candy. Had like those Sour Punch straws. Love those things. Unreal. It had some Smarties. I really need to make sure I hit my turn here because I feel like I'm gonna overpass it because I'm talking to you guys, and that's no good. That would be no good at all. Because I mean, I know how to get there, but it's lengthy. It's a lengthy way. I got my passport on me, which, speaking of passport, yeah, I'm on vacation. So, Thursday, I'm leaving for North Carolina. I heard it's a shithole. Like, I heard Greensboro is just, there's nothing. It's like one strip, and it's just nothing. But I'm going to have a lot of friends there, and that's the part I'm looking forward to the most. Not so much that I'm going to Greensboro, North Carolina to go sightsee. No, I'm going to hang out with friends. What is there to see? And I mean, I haven't even looked up. I should look it up. Because what if I miss out on something great? Like, when I went to Atlanta, I was a little upset. We didn't have time, but I wanted to go to this cemetery. It's like Oak. It's not Oak Creek. Dude, it's like in my head. I can't remember it. But they had some historic graveyard, and they have like bomb graves, like tombstones. They got like statues. They got like full on what do you, like full on casket displays. Dude, it looked sweet. I forget what it's called, but I really wanted to go to that, but there just wasn't time. I have plenty of time in Greensboro, especially on Monday. My flight doesn't leave until like 7 p.m. So I have all day to do stuff because I have nothing planned. So if there's a cool cemetery down there, You bet I'm hitting that up. I don't know, just something about cemeteries or just like it's more morbid curiosity. It's really cool to me. The whole it's really cool to me. And the gravestones, it's just architecturally made great. Like out of rock. It's expensive, but it's cool. Last time I was in Iowa, I wanted to go to a cemetery. So we got some Dairy Queen, and there was a cemetery right across the street. And I wanted to go, but none of my friends were brave enough to venture off into the... Actually, this wasn't the last time I was in Iowa. This was 2 Iowas ago. The last time I was in Iowa, had a good time. But I had a good time that we're not getting into. But, yeah, graveyards. They're freaking cool. I mean, so I live in Minnesota. We have Fort Snelling. It's pretty cool. I mean, they don't have any real cool headstones or anything, but just it's a place to honor the people who served our country, and it's kind of sad just to see all of the stones aligned, but it's pretty cool still. I really like the things that are like, there's like gargoyle and there's those kind of statues are just freaking sweet. Can you guys tell the difference? Am I a lot more caffeinated than I was before? Like, am I getting... We're almost to the destination. Oh, I'm going to talk about the zoo. So I went to the zoo. My work had a thing at the zoo. So what we did was we got a picnic. So first off, it's pouring rain, right? Absolutely pouring in the morning of. But I'm like, it's going to clear up. We'll be good. But there's a lot to do inside, so it didn't matter. We just waited for it to clear up. But for the picnic, right? So for the picnic, that was outside. But to get to this place, all right, we gotta yield. Dude, this... Oh, boy. This old dude in the Tesla is letting us merge in. Your Tesla's shit compared to my Sienna, but thank you. Yeah, there's not too many cars here. It's beautiful. Anyway, so we're driving. Next thing I know, we're in stopped traffic. They shut down the frickin' highway. Huh? Why are you shutting down a whole highway? People are trying to get places. Turns out like a potato truck turned over, so there was potatoes everywhere. But that sounds so out of the ordinary, but it's facts. It was facts. They shut down the highway, so everyone was exiting. We found our way, and I was worried about being late, but the lady that I was meeting up with at the zoo, she picked up my tickets. Oh yeah, she listens to the podcast, and she loves when she's mentioned. So shout out to Katie. That's like number 8. Woo! She picked up my tickets. We went to the zoo. We had a picnic. Man, the picnic, though, I'm telling you, the picnic was crazy. We had burgers. We had hot dogs. I think you're only supposed to have one, but I got a hot dog, and I doubled up on the patties. Double-decker hamburger. Shout out to the zoo. But that's what I did. I grabbed like 6 bags of chips. They weren't watching. So I got chips at home now that I can have whenever I want because I took them. But yeah, we went to the zoo. It was raining to start. After the rain got away, well, we started off inside. So we saw penguins. We saw some monkeys. Yeah, they monkeys. It was just, the monkeys were outside. Snow monkeys. Those were my favorite. So the snow monkeys, they were like outside, but you could see them from inside because... Nice U-turn, douchebag. Why don't you wait for... What the hell? Making me slam on my brakes? Fuck you. Fuck you. I hate that guy. I'm going to go ride his tail. Let's go. Anyways, now I lost my train. We saw monkeys. We saw penguins. And we ended the day inside at the aquarium. Because aquariums are freaking cool. We got to pet sharks. They had like shark petting. that was cool. And it just makes me want to go to SeaWorld. Because, like, the Mall of America has an aquarium inside. It's not like it's called Sea Life, I think. SeaWorld is where they capture orcas and kill them. You ever seen that documentary, Blackfish? I get it, like, it's just, it's propaganda, but at the same time, it's truth, though. There's truth to it. Como shuttle, that's not what I want, but that's the next thing on the list to do. Como Zoo. Haven't been to Como Zoo, but we started off at the Great Minnesota Zoo. We saw moose. The problem is because it rained, like, part of the issue is it rained, so I'm losing my thought here because there's this biker that just didn't stop at a stop sign. That's what you're supposed to do, idiot. You on the road, you follow the rules. I say that as I started a movement that we yield at stop signs. That's my inline skating movement. So I forget kind of where this office is. Oh, right here. Okay. Yep. All right. It's been a bit, so now I have to hold up traffic because I'm trying to turn in here. But we have arrived at the destination. I could totally come back and talk for more, but I think I'm going to cut it right here. Just know the zoo was an incredible time. The animals were kind of chilling because it rained. So, it's not like they were out being nice and active, but it was super fun, and I'm really thankful. I went with great people. I want to thank you all. 30-minute podcast, that's pretty good. I don't want to carry it out any longer, but I needed to make one because I'm out of town, so I keep my schedule. I'll be good this way. So I want to thank you guys very much for tuning in. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at ThoughtsByRandy. Check me out on Reddit, r/drivingwithrandy. It's not very active, but it's a thing. And what else we got? I think that's it. Go give me a review on iTunes, and I will see you guys around. Thank you very much for tuning in. Peace.